guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com, and I'm just here with another Tuesday's tip for you. Now, some people have like compost bins, some people like worm farms, some people like them both, and I've got a way where you can have both in the one thing. Now, what I've got here is something I'll show you. I picked a couple of these up at our local hardware store. It's a little product here. They call it a worm tower. Pretty simple thing. You know, I picked them up, these things up for a very cheap price. They were $5 for two of them, so $2.50 each at a local hardware store. They were one was missing one of the caps off it, so yeah, I got them pretty cheap, and they were the last few left. So basically, what they are is a bit of pipe. We've got, that's about 15 or so centimeters, or what would that be? 15 centimeters in inches is about 6 inches or something like that. Okay, from the top you start getting a whole lot of holes, and they're about 5mm or I think 3/16 holes. Wouldn't really matter about that sort of thing. Got a cap in the top and it's got a hole in the bottom. Now the other one I got doesn't have the cap for the bottom. Okay, but I don't think that really matters if this thing's open to the bottom. When you see how you actually use it, I don't think it's going to matter all that much. Okay, so what happens is this thing goes in the ground so that the holes are below the level of the ground. Okay, so my finger there, you've got the top hole there. You want that hole to the ground level to be up here somewhere, so all the holes are in the ground. You put it in the ground, and then you can take the top off, put food scraps, like I'm going to use it for putting the dog poo in, that sort of thing. The worms can come in and eat it, and then leave the worm tower and go off into the garden and drag all those good nutrients into the garden. So it's a pretty good way if you don't want a great big compost bin, or if you don't generate enough waste to warrant a compost bin and you don't really want a worm farm. This is sort of the best of both worlds in a tiny little package. So like I've already put one in. The one without the bottom is gone in. So I'll go and show you what I've done with that, and we might put some dog poo in it as well. Let's go. Okay, so here we are at the worm tower that I've already put in. Now you can see it's in the ground there. Take the top off, and don't know if you can see down in there very well, but yeah, you can see the bottom there. So easy just to dig a hole. I just used my two-handled post hole shovel. Very easy, took about 5 minutes to dig that hole with that. Okay, so got my dog poo scoop here. Drop some dog poo in. It's always great, so this is where it'll go each day to get rid of it. Now some people might go, oh, but what if your dog poo's got the worming products in it? We use organic things to worm our dogs, so it shouldn't worry the worms at all. And another great use I thought for these is, I did notice that the soil in here isn't all that damp, although the trees do get a regular watering. But a good way to get some water down deep in the soil here, pour it into this worm tower. That should get some moisture nice down deep into the soil where the roots are. Now I know I've got nearby here, I've got my orange tree and my mandarin tree right here. I know that probably both of them, but at the very least at least one of them, has their roots getting into this area, so it'll definitely benefit the both of them. I reckon you could pretty easily make one of these. Just get a bit of pipe, about sort of 5-6 inches or something like that. Even if it was bigger, it wouldn't really matter. And if you can get some caps for it to put on the end, I don't think you really need a cap for the bottom, but that's up to you whether you want a cap on the bottom or not. But you certainly want a cap on the top to stop critters getting in there. But bury one of them in your garden with the top sticking out, put a cap on the top, and put whatever biological or organic waste, I should say, that you can put in there. Just drill a few holes in it, and I may very well do a video making one of those in a future video, so we'll see what we can do. Anyway, that's the Tuesday's tip for this week. I hope you find that useful, and as usual, if you have any suggestions for Tuesday's tip, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do about that. Okay, until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.